Aloha, good morning. It is Sunday morning, 6 o'clock. And we are assigned to cleaning up the yard. Me and another driver, and then we got a couple other helpers too. So it's a bit of a mess. Typical Sunday. So the problem is all the empties in the yard. They kind of look like this. That's an empty, right? Sounds empty. I'll bet you that's an empty too. Empty, empty. And those are all empties. Some of them are dunnage cans from the big boxes. They're the ones with the paperwork on the glad hands. We have I think 8 LTLs to pick up. Those are all spots. They should be in the back, but I guess I ran out of room. These look like surprised they're open. Let's go take a look inside. These might be spots. We have to do a little investigation work. Okay, what does that look like to you? This looks like an LTL that has not been worked yet. How about this one? Same thing, LTL. So we already got 2 LTLs on the dock. What's on dock 3? Somebody told me from 3 to 11 are all empties. Yeah. See, the doors are closed. That's empty. What is this one? Another LTL? Yep. That would not be so good in the tire. So I'm currently hooked up to a dunnage can. I can tell because of the seal. This is it. Yeah, empty dunnage. All right. So we have to take out twice as many empties as we have to bring in fulls. We need to get the fulls on the dock. So I think the best bet is I take this dunnage. And my partner, he can take that empty that's on 3. That way when we come back, we can put it right on the dock. Okay, we got a plan. Wish me luck. All right, so we dropped off our first movement of the day. This dunnage can that came from the big box last night. They said put it in Charlie 11, so that's where we got it. Charlie 11 stall. What was that? 36? Right on the waterfront. Now we can go pick up our first full container going back to our terminal, Bravo 14, stall 19. All of our containers are off the ship already, so looks like we're in for another beautiful day in Hawaii. 77 degrees at the moment, going up to a high of 84. Bravo 14, stall 19. So we'll get this pre-trip, then take it back to our terminal. Alright, so we got our first full LTL on dock number 3 here. So that means 1, 2, 3, and 4. All full, ready to go. 5 is going to Guam, so eventually we'll take that one off, but 6 is in, so we're going to grab 6. This hooked up, give it a quick circle check, and then take it back to the shipping terminal. This will be our third movement. Strip pile 4, stack 22. So yeah, we dropped off full, we picked up another empty, bringing it back here to the shipping terminal. Round and round we go. So where's our next one at? To D or Doggy 16, stall 11 to pick up our next full. Maybe there'll be an empty stall somewhere in that neighborhood. We can get rid of the empty chassis. working on number 6. Another full LTL headed back to our terminal. Try to get it on the dock. I think the docks are all full though. But we got 4 drivers working on it now. I think there's one more full, and we still got half the yard full of empties. Hopefully we can get most of them in before the shipping terminal closes at 11:45. Right now it's 9:07. Let me double check that time. Yeah, 9:07. How much does this one weigh? 46,985 pounds of consolidated freight. According to the dashboard temperature gauge, which is always a little on the hot side. Yeah, so this is basically priming the pump. We get rid of the empties, load up the dock full of LTLs, less than container load freight, consolidated freight. It's the backbone of our business. We bring in people's freight, we put it together into a container, we ship it to Hawaii or back to the mainland. Once it gets here, we devan it, unload it, separate it, and then put it in whatever size truck is needed to get it delivered to the customer. So it's a lot of what they call last touch work. We're the last ones to touch the freight before it gets to the customer. That's what we're doing. Once we're done, the warehouse comes in and they start tearing things apart, loading up the loading dock, trying to organize things. And then when the night shift comes in, they start loading it into the delivery trucks, so that when the drivers come back in the morning, trucks are all loaded, ready to go. That's kind of how it works. Making our way back to the terminal. 9:41, got one more full to pick up. Where is this? Delta 15, stall 24. So we drop off the empty that was on dock 12. And we'll head over to Delta 15, stall 24. It's not to be the last full container we got to haul, and then it's just a matter of trying to get as many empties out of the yard before they close at 11:45, which gives us a couple hours. We can get them all done. 24, not 25. Close enough. Okay. Four ways, lights, fast side. Inflated. That's locked. Let's see if I can fix that. Seal. Locked. Inflated. Now the real work begins. Gotta go to the low gear. Let's give it about 50 cranks. Just talking to one of my co-workers on the phone. He goes, says, "You all right? You sound like you're out of breath." He's driving my old truck, which has the same problem this truck has. It's too low. So every container you come to, you gotta crank them down off their landing gear. Brakes off. Lights. Four ways off. Pull forward just a teeny bit. Turn on the trailer brakes. And they work. We are good to go. So we'll take this back and then we'll look around for some empties and keep working on it. There we go, 11:30, we're all done. Spots. Everything on the dock is full. Everything in the yard is full. All the empties are gone. Job well done. And we can now get out of here. Yeah. The pump has been primed. But that's it for today. I'm off to a training class, going to learn mobility training. I found a nice side hustle of moving patients from hospitals to nursing homes on the weekend. Decent pay and it's real part-time, so thought I'd get the training so that I could do that. Just have another option. That's it for today though. Thanks for watching. Aloha.